Olivia. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Busted. They busted Cyrus. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Hold up. Okay. I honor y'all for watching. If you are a benevolent, decent being in this universe happening to be watching this video. If you're logging in live, then you logged on Monday. I want to say it's November I want to say it's the 17th. 2025. Yes, I can see the activity on the patio. I can see the activity in the front. I can see the activity, of course, indoors on the surveillance. I'm figuring out that it's actually quite sensitive, the surveillance. And some of them is catching the quickest glimpse that, you know, the perps possibly hoped, that it would never catch. Okay. So as you come in and watching this, it says it's me they follow. Okay. So you all know the story. If you don't, then I'm not going to tell all the story here. I invite you to check out the many videos I've created talking about the collective, but as well as pieces of my story in terms of this community organized harassment that they cleverly have tried to disguise as either concern of unlisted occupants, which is a lie, and they ain't concerned, bitch. It's a disguise. Or they have tried to cover as some other shit, basically. So we already know, me and my son are targeted. We've got people that are stalking us every day, from estranged family members to exes and people in Texas and this entire property and beyond, on top of other properties that have had a problem with me speaking the truth about what they do. Okay, to me and my son particularly, because again, I don't even have the bandwidth to have a clue about all the other shit ton of nastiness that these hoes is on. Okay, so I ain't got the bandwidth to be, that's a karmic vibe, baby. I don't have the bandwidth to be sitting up there digging and all, the only reason why shit came up because of how they dealt with me and my son. So now that surveillance is back in play, somebody's caught. Surveillance is quicker than I thought it was. I'm starting to evaluate the surveillance more often because, again, all these people, what they do daily, this is what they're paid for. Okay, this is the whole deal. Okay. So what these people do is watch me and my son's every move, and the moment they think that we're gone is the moment they get to doing some of their shenanigans. Now, prior to, he went through a season where, thanks to, council things, but due to some of the shenanigans that they are a part of, okay, the financial struggles and issues that came apart. So there was a season where there was no internet, no, none of that in his apartment, which was like Disneyland for trashy niggas and bitches. Okay, so because it made basically their job to be a low life a lot easier. Okay, because then they didn't have to worry about anything because everybody in the surrounding the perimeter was all equally a part of it. And so if by chance there was some rando schmando, there would be somebody that could say mayday mayday, or start honking a horn, bitch, coughing, sneezing, scratching, farting, all of the various things that they do to send signals to each other. Okay, in some cases just good old-fashioned text message. um, so it was easier. So they can just come in here and basically have a seance, bitch. Come in here and do cartwheels, whatever the fuck they weird ass. Okay, so now I caught the shadow as I was reviewing his front, because he has 3 cameras now. And I actually had to reset it because what I'm picking up on is, when they be trying to play with shit, it's like, oh, you basically got to go in, bitch, and, reconfigure, if the lights go, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, very well, I'm on that too, motherfucker. So now, so now, so now, before, if I leave, I'm configuring or I am making sure that this shit is working, period. And if there's any foul play within that time, like when I'm gone, I'm watching, I'm gauging my phone, I'm picking it up, I'm getting the dings and the alerts, and then I'm also pulling it up and just talking rando and shit on the microphone. I had some fun tonight with it. I was like, this is the ghost. On the patio, I was like, this is the ghost of Arnold. I was being silly. But I wanted that on purpose. Because again, right now, they still doing shit, by the way. They putting orange little balls and sprinkling. I actually saw them. I caught them doing it. Oh. Yeah. I caught it. I saw it with my own eyes. I was standing right. They didn't know it because chances are they didn't know that I was like in the window of the door, and, so because, they didn't know. And I saw it. That's one thing. Okay. So, went from dirty diapers, all the shit that they've been doing, whatever weirdo, from my son's previous managers, current managers, famous people, exes, bitch, crazy, retarded ass, right ass. You know what I'm saying? Because all I'm there is, the whole probably shit. I still believe, you know what I'm saying? But we have to proceed with caution with that because all that they're trying to do is make it seem like we ain't what we are. Trying to make it seem like we crazy and we not. They paying everybody to, basically aid in the bed, if that's the case. And so, you see how that works? But that's okay. Because if that's the case, yeah, they ass gonna get got. I guarantee it. Could be the shadow of what I saw and glimpsed it. Because I got the glimpse of the whole bag that stay up there. And then I got the glimpse of something else. I caught it at his front door. Yep. On the side, because it was like the person, you can tell like the person was trying. People are smart. So the shot of the person was trying to do something as quickly as possible. Because, you can't be there too long and think you're not going to, get on camera. So it's like they either was trying to put something on trying to throw something real quick, maybe on his doorway. Because these are bitches and niggas that's been doing that. Okay? And for some of you, what you need to know is some of it's to do with spell work. Others of it is to do with just straight poison, baby. Okay? It's a thing, dear. Okay? I know that's just... People have such a hard time. I'm like, I don't know why. Why is it hard to believe? It's a thing. People crazy. Okay? It's not far-fetched. People nuts. Okay? They will do anything for anything. That's the name of the game. These are people that's stalking me, pretending to not be stalkers, and they're trying to weasel and wiggle their way into this. Is only going to make matters worse for all these people, and they'll see. These slick moves that they've been doing and trying to say, we think somebody is occupying, that's not listening. You're a lying hoe. And he a lying four-eyed motherfucker. These are killers, stalkers, and thieves and criminals disguised as Christians. That's how some of their asses got bigger and fucking worked, nigga. But they worrying about so many minutes. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, right. They gonna pay for it. They're gonna pay dearly. Trying that slick shit. Harassing motherfuckers like my son and myself. Full of criminality, full of it. They shitting criminal activity out there, assholes. They're pissing criminality, bitch. Got the nerve. Some of these motherfuckers follow me today and they say, I don't care if they got on a suit. I'm like, you with your suit, nigga? You with your suit, motherfucker? Crazy. These people crazy. I have accepted this. I've accepted it, and I'm smiling and laughing every day. Because I'm like, what kind of motherfuckers do that? Crazy. I caught this motherfucker on camera. Shadow could have been my sibling or her whole bag. Minions, bitch. Because they all congregating, bitch, upstairs. Building 6. They own you. We own you. Building 5, building 7. And it's throughout the property. Not everybody. I have to say that I'll be remiss if I don't say that, because to be fair, that's kind of outlandish. I'm sure there's some motherfuckers that ain't on that shit. Also, a lot of people are moving, oddly enough. I don't know if it's the season for it, but I am kind of noticing some things. The beginning of terror, the beginning of curses for this foul, nefarious dealings. The beginning of curses. Okay? Because once again, they're still at the same shit. So for my legit people that are watching me and on behalf of the collective where this is something similar that they're experiencing, then this is what you need to know. It's the collective they follow. So the collective would be the collective of anybody that they have to take care of, anybody they have, anywhere that they have to lay their head. It is them that they follow. And so it is the people that are surrounding them that they target and that they use to do the nefarious shit. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It means they look for weakness in everything that is around the collective, weakness in the people that are around them. It ain't hard to do. It's not hard. Give them some money, some chicken, a car. It's not hard. Give them some paid rent, give them a little promotion. It ain't hard to do, baby. Give them a computer. They want a computer. They want a laptop. It ain't hard. They'll be ready to almost sell their soul. Shit, damn near shit. They sell their soul, their kid churn soul, bitch. They unborn, nigga. They be ready to do that. Ain't hard. Call on camera. The bitch or they call on camera. And they do still do spells and they still with the noise. You know, ain't nothing changed. Y'all need to know ain't shit changed with now none of these motherfuckers at all. Period. Ain't nothing changed, baby. They still doing the same shit. They still doing the same shit. Some of them are getting hit, no doubt. I know that. I do know it. I know. Some are getting hit pretty hard. But they punky heads. These motherfuckers is punky heads. My relatives are like that, pumpkin heads. They are. I'm just telling. Look, if anybody would know, it would be me. They like that pumpkin head. Could be damn near dead shit, and they still. They done got their ass tore up all ethers. And still doing shit. It's like, oh, motherfucker, goddamn it, I'm just still, goddamn it, motherfucker, I'm gonna do spells anyway, motherfucker. And then they don't even got no power no more, and it's like, I'm gonna still do it. I'm just obsessed. Then it's like, well, fuck it. Let me find a botanist. I'm just gonna find an idiot that's willing to ruin their lives to put, for a couple bucks a suck and a fuck. Let me see if I can find an idiot. And then they gonna go to that person. You're so wonderful. Oh, I love you. You are so. You are a God. You're a godsend. These people have been trying to distract me from doing something that I was able to accomplish today. And I figured this out. I figured out a lot of the things that they've been doing. So the spell work, the crazy making, the attacks, the constant noise, the weirdos being weird, coming in my son's apartment, making unnecessary issues and mountains out of molehills and creating fake shit and all of it. Has been to keep me from something that I'm really good at. It's been to keep me distracted. It's been to keep me looking a certain way because they know that most people are dumb, and I said that. I said it. Because that is what they bank on, whether we want to accept this or not. They bank on dumb, baby. They're banking on dumb. Because that most people are dumb, they're easily influenced and they'll easily believe anything that's appearing a certain way without any depth, without any critical thinking skills, without any discernment. They'll see somebody upset and they'll just go, oh, that person is just troubled. They don't got no fucking weight today. No fucking weight. No depth to go, okay, we don't know what the fuck is happening. All we're doing is looking at this person. We don't know what people are doing or what's happening beyond our understanding here. They bank on that shit. That's their meat and potatoes of a whole lot of cities and towns, baby. Okay. And that's not meant to be insulting. It's just, this is life. They play on ignorance. That's nothing new. So these are, they have been constantly trying to bait me, doing shit to my son to make his condition more difficult than it is, which means making it more difficult for me to do a parent, doing stuff to make him resist that, doing stuff to me, all sorts of things from spiritual to natural. And it's all to hopefully get me to some kind of breaking point or weakness so that they can what? To distract me for something that I'm good at. In terms of, once I do that, game changer. Game over. And some of them know it. Which is why it's like, keep her distracted, keep her angry, keep her talking, keep her busy, keep triggering her, keep her in fight, flight, or freeze, keep her, fuck with her skull work. Okay, I'm aware of that's some real shit, Nick. And it is unfortunate that the masses are dumb in this respect. Okay, we're not talking about having high IQs and skill sets, and in this respect, Okay? Because you can be wonderful and you can smart, you know, valedictorian, summa cum laude, bitch, and all. You can be all that shit, and you still, and you don't know shit about this. None of us know shit about everything. We all got, I mean, come on. So it was all to keep me from focusing, going within, and being able to do the things I would otherwise know to do. Taking care of my son, looking into all of the, you know, this feeling of nobody's gonna, you know, ooh, weird. Yeah, they finna feel ooh in a minute. They about to feel some of that. They gonna feel that. They gonna feel that. Ooh, we overwhelming you. We're everywhere. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And I got you. Weirdos, the children of the corn following me around and shit. Showing up being weird. It's like, I see you, dude. I see you, old man. I see you, old man, with your suit on. Old man with the suit. And let me say this for the record, because I can be wrong. Isn't that wonderful to be able to admit that it's possible that you can be wrong? So let me say this for the record. Old man with the suit, you know who you are. I saw you today. Okay? You was all up on, you know what I'm saying? Whoop. Huh? Old man with the suity suit. Okay? You was at Barnes and Nobles today. You stayed near me for most of the time that you were there. And it appears I was typing, so you might have thought that I didn't know, but I see everything around me. Especially when I'm out and about, because I'm aware of what I'm dealing with. So everybody is suspect in my book. That's just an automatic, that's the new normal for me. So yes, when people come to me and give me a ride, I'm not as stupid as people may think I am. I just let them seal their own fate, because whatever their behavior is going to determine what they get later down the road. You know, the whole scarcity tactic, and then, you know, send somebody and it's like, oh, you're going to be, okay, whatever they do is going to be what their fate dictates for them down the road. Simple, easy peasy. She don't know. If I don't know in that moment, which I may have a sense, but I will be enlightened very, very quick. And then I'll put a judgment on it. They'll give me, my team again, that I'll make a call on it. I will put a judgment on it based on what was revealed. Now, but the old man, let me just say this. You know who you are. I want to say, because in you know, all things being fair and equal, if I'm wrong, you know, I don't think I am because of the whole vibe. But if I'm wrong and you are, let's say, because there's mixed energies that are surrounding me. I have some legit investigators that are not, you know, a part of this bullshit, okay? And they're hiding from everybody, including me, okay? They're not a part of it. They don't have any deals going. They're incognito, okay? Because they want truth and justice for real. Okay? And seeing what the fuck this shit is, and versus what the fuck people are trying to make it appear to be. So if you're one of the good guys and I'm misinterpreting this, then understand, my situation here. But one good thing about me is this. When I'm operating and I'm picking up stuff, I do put in what I call my buffers in case of error, in case I'm wrong, because I can be wrong. Like every last one of these motherfuckers walking around pretending like they can't be. Okay? I can be wrong and misjudge the situation. So I like to put safety, so that's wisdom. See, I may not have a trillion, thousand, bazillion years in spell casting and being a practitioner because, well, I am who I am, and so the powers that be were afraid for the reasons that they are afraid of. Versus if you're karmic, they almost kind of just let you do what you do. So I haven't had that. It was hijacked. Okay? But it doesn't mean that it's not in my DNA, that it ain't in my cellular. Okay? I may not have had the opportunity in this plane of existence, but I carry wisdom. There are practitioners who have had 1,000 trillion years to do this shit. And they are well versed and skilled, but they lack wisdom. Loose cannon. No integrity, no ethics, no safety proof in case of error. Because if I'm wrong, is this justified what I'm about to do? Is this from a universal standpoint, not a bias, this bitch is mad because somebody don't want her skanky ass type shit. Is this justified? Is what I'm about to do matching the crime? Or what I perceive to be the crime, or what my customer perceives to be the crime. Is this justifiable? Is this an innocent being? Are they lying? Am I not discerning? And I think my discernment is the shiznit, but I could be wrong. Just because I've been doing shit 1,000 years don't mean I can't be. What you need to know, old man, is that I put safety proof in everything that I do because my heart chakra is alive and online. Okay? I come off tough to those who are violators and abusers. But my heart chakra is alive and well. I'm clearing it as we speak. I'm working on it. Okay, so I don't have, what does that mean? I don't have any interest and desire to just be a loose cannon out here tearing up shit, hurting innocent lives because I'm hurt and I don't want to do my due diligence, or I don't want to accept the reality that, of course, there's always possibility of error. And that's why you need wisdom. Before you get your whole ass involved in shit. Doing shit you can't erase and take back to people's lives. I'm mad. They don't want to talk to me anymore. So I want to do a kill them spell. Is that really magic, bitch? You don't kill them with kids because they don't want nothing to do with you no more. And or is it a little deeper? Is it because you stealing, bitch? Are you stealing, bitch? Is it a little deeper? Is the real a little bit deep because you use a still and whole and you want their life? And you know, you don't want the world to know that the only reason why you got anything that the fuck you got is because you're a lying hoe. It's because you fucked your way through the door. It's because you sacrificing humans and shit like this is a fucking grocery store, bitch. Fucking. Oh, I think I would like to, you know what I'm saying? I would like to order a personality and some essence that I do not possess. And I am willing. Oh, sacrifice me a couple of these. You know, I have you a couple. I got a couple of babies over here. I got a couple of feminists, and I got a couple. Yeah, I would like to order some legit bitch charisma. I'm good at copying and pasting, but I would like to order. I would embody that. Okay. Anywho, they're caught. And I smiled, you know, as I am reviewing all this stuff daily. I'm like, And I'm just going to be quiet. I'm telling y'all, but in terms of like every day or saying something to you, I ain't doing nothing. Nope. I ain't doing nothing. Zilch. The other stuff that I'm doing behind the scenes is kept quiet for a reason. For a reason. But because basically, like I said, this is a cult, or there are very many cult members on the property that are doing some weirdo shit, trying to sacrifice me and my son. Simple as that. And it's the fuck as simple as that. And this stems from people, and I'm gonna keep pushing it. And when it goes high as to where I want it to go, it's getting the right folks. It's gonna get the correct honorable energy. You bet your goddamn bottom dollar. And I'm gonna say this for the record, because of the excuse or what they're trying to pose in this case, it's bullshit. Some of these people need to be real careful because they forgot that the homie is, they better be real fucking careful. And I mean real careful. And if they ain't abetting, they need to run and just go sit the fuck down somewhere and shut their damn mouth. They really don't need to be participating in shit. Or accessory, aiding and abetting, or accessory. They really the fuck need to just shut the fuck up, go sit the fuck down somewhere, bitch, because when this thing... They tried to sprinkle some shit on the dough. Do they little shika thing, shika. Naji Ramba, Naji. Some of y'all too young, you know, that was 90s era. It was an episode of Martin. And he, you know, he was Shaquille. What did he change his name to? His code name was Shaquille. Wait, it was Brother. His name was Brother Sunflower. And one side of his one side. Oh, I think I'm gonna watch the episode. I think I'm gonna watch the episode tonight. I wanna watch it. I wanna watch the episode tonight. Cause I don't know. Oh yeah, cause he was upset because he didn't have no money. I remember now. He was upset because he had lost his job, and he had proposed to Gina, and he had tried to do this whole new country, and he lost that, and it was just he didn't know how to handle it, and he felt like he was mooching off of her. See, let me get off of that, because niggas don't care now. They let they bitches handle everything, man. Nigga, let me get out of here. Let me get the fuck out of that. Let me get out of here, man. Hide behind these bitches and shit. Let them do everything. The bitch is the spellcaster, bitch, and she the income motherfucker, and bitch. And they, nigga. And they that nigga got their chest on the swole and shit. Anyway. So he was upset. Martin's character, because he was kind of more of an old schooler, and he felt bad and didn't feel comfortable sitting up and living off his woman. Any of them lies, bitch. Shit. So, but he went through like a existential crisis, and that's how he ends up going to some kind of a cult. He was like, I'm gonna walk around from all worldly things. Like he had one side of his hair was in dreads, and the other side was in an afro. And she was a hoe. The co-leader was a hoe. Oh. And she was ganking her cult members and shit. Sound familiar, nigga? Sound familiar? And she wanted to like do it to him, and he didn't. I remember that part. She. Oh shit! He was like, Naji Ramba, Naji. Yeah, that shit is going on. That shit is happening. I'm laughing, but I'm telling you, that shit is going on this property. And they meet other places. Okay, they doing shit. That's why they always throwing shit, on my son's patio and sprinkle, bitch, and doing they spells and making noise and stuff at the wee hours of the night and all sorts of shit, midnight and. But they integral people. These are decent folks. They're decent people that y'all are looking up to, dumbass. Ain't nothing decent and integral about none of this shit. Trying to intimidate me, it ain't gonna work. It don't work. They just. I don't know why they ain't seeing that yet. Don't mad dog me. Don't give a fuck. You can slow ride and circle around, bitch. That's just giving me more information to log for the journal. More ammo, baby. It's just more ammo. More fuel. Now, old man, that I'm talking about, let me tell you something. If you're innocent, you don't have anything to worry about. Because if you're on my team, then, if you're neutral and integral, you know, then I got respect. Okay, because it ain't enough. It's not enough integral motherfuckers on this case. Okay, we got weird old casters doing shit right now. It ain't having the effect that they want, but it is going to have the effect that they want for me and my son on them. That's a fucking guarantee. This includes my relatives, as it applies. Okay? And why? Because this is their energy investment. The audacity of all of these people the sickos. These are some sickos, and I'm going to talk about it, tell about it, write about it, and I'm going to do it intelligently, and I'm going to take away their supply, their charge, their energetic hit. I'm going to take that from every last one of them. I'm going to take it from them, and then I'm going to intellectually and calmly and as a matter of factly and elegantly stick it to every last one of them. And then in the background, on the spiritual side, let's just say, me and my team, let's just leave it at that. Okay? These people were told, and they punkin' rockheads. These people lack insight. They lack the ability to look at their own behavior. They lack the ability to take accountability for their own conduct. And when they start getting consequences in life, they are always looking for a scapegoat, which is people like myself and my son. Abracadabra. Oh. Let's do it, team. Okay, so all that. Let's be in my verse. Let's have some fun. They're trying to surround my mind with darkness. They're trying to surround my son's mind with darkness. They're going to pay for that. They're trying to consume me with darkness so that I can be them. That's never going to happen. They're trash. And they're trash because they are choosing to conduct as such. They're trash because they have chosen that path. They like that path. They're trash, and they're trash for violating innocent lives like my son. That's just why they're trash. They're trash, and they're going to die trash. And they're trash for trying to turn innocence and purity into trash by basically being an energetic, spiritual terrorist, bully that them and their bloodline will pay immensely for. And so that's not me being consumed with darkness or being morbid. Actually, quite optimistic about my life and my son's life outside of this God-forsaken place. So it's not me being morbid. It's me basically speaking of what they are. Trying to overtake people with darkness because of them being full of darkness themselves. Because that's what this is. That's them. Their fake optimism, their fake light. Because you can't be optimism and light and you're stalking and terrorizing children or disabled people. You're trash. They're trash. I'm going to stop even addressing them. Cancel and delete any such exchange with them. To the collective and people that are listening, these folks are trash. I'm redirect who I'm talking to. I don't address that. I am a white woman. Somebody lose custody of their kid, so they attempt to cause you to lose custody of yours because they're a shitty, terrible mother, because they decided to attack you and your children, and then some of them start to end up having some kind of issues with their children. Instead of looking at, bitch, nigga, who are you and what have you been doing and how have you been conducting? Have you been violating some people maybe? Are you doing some unsavory shit? Are you putting your nose in places they don't got no business being in? Are you able to be accountable for your own decisions and actions as to what led that, instead of you want to blame the person in which you've been attacking for the fact that that's what ends up happening to you, and then make your life worse. See, it was revealed to me back when my son was at Oakley Estates that my mother and my sister, or the one that I called mother and sister, the one that I referred to as mother, the one that I referred to as my older sister, it was already revealed to me since back when my son was at Oakley Estates that they were trying to get me committed into a hospital. The vision was shown. This could have been something that was done in another timeline, or simply something that they were showing me in terms of what their plans are, what they were up to. Okay, so it was me looking like I was being tortured in a bed, and they were kind of like standing near around me, and they were like smiling and in glee, because this has been a part of the whole plan from the beginning. So it let me know that they were a part of doing things to try to create psychosis for me. Paying people to be mean, to be cruel, to break my heart, to do all sorts of shit to hopefully drive me to the brink of those things, to put me in positions to where I could not properly stabilize myself or care for myself or my son, have people do shit so they can try to step their trashy asses in, calling themselves a wellness check and calling themselves talking about, bitch, please. Bitch, please. That they were trying to do something so they get their nasty little whole hands on my son. Lazy fucks. Looking at him like he's some kind of meal ticket. Don't give a fuck about him. If these hoes gave a fuck about him, they wouldn't have treated him or me the way they did. Don't give me that shit. They showed the fuck wouldn't have kicked him out, kicked us out on some trashy, weak bitch shit that they were up to no good from the fucking beginning. Okay? Don't give me that shit. These motherfuckers ain't give a fuck about him. If they did, they wouldn't be doing spell work on his ass. They wouldn't have been the main players doing the sicko nasty shit that's been done to him. They wouldn't have been poisoning him or me if they cared. Give a fuck about him. They didn't give a fuck about his well-being. Before we left before we left Nevada, I contacted a whole bunch of motherfuckers. And so let me tell you straight up. Give a fuck about him. They want his energy and they want a free ride. They want to be a fucking live-in aid. They want his social security check. They want to do energy work on him. They want to sacrifice him to some motherfuckers and over my goddamn dead body and not even fucking then. They're fake Christian, they're fake saved, they're fake spiritual, they're fake good. They're abusers. They have abused my son. They are why my son is in the condition and state that he's in, and I'm going to make them remember my name. When they're about to take their last breath, it's my face they'll see. In the ethers. They will hear me and they will see me right at that moment, because I'm gonna make sure that they get gaffled up. I'm gonna make sure that ass is restrained and gaffled the fuck up. Yes, I am. And so is my team, baby. The originals. The originals will be waiting. Because they want this karmic shit to keep going. I came to break the karmic loop mimicry cycle. They want to keep this shit going. That's why they finna get got. That's why they finna get gavelled. So anywho, let me get going. I have fed the parasites enough attention that they are not even deserving or worthy of. By way of mentioning them is what I'm saying. I'm not talking to them, but by way of mentioning them is a feed, in my opinion. And they've been fed enough. They've stolen enough and they've been fed enough. They need a personality and a way to generate energy as it is. That's their goddamn problem.